The universe had known many species, each with their own histories, strengths, and weaknesses. Yet none had caught the attention of the Galactic Council quite like humanity. For eons, Earth had remained a backwater planet, a speck in the vast ocean of stars. But in the year 2457, that all changed. An ancient race of aliens, the Archon, had discovered something truly extraordinary, a hidden code within the human genome, an anomaly that no other species in the galaxy seemed to possess. To the Archon, beings of immense knowledge and advanced technology, this discovery was nothing short of revolutionary. The Archon had long prided themselves on their intellectual prowess. They had mastered genetics, biochemistry, and even the art of manipulating DNA itself. But the human genome, with its untapped potential, was an enigma. When the Archon's scientific probes first analyzed a human's DNA, they were baffled. There were patterns, structures, and sequences they had never seen before, an underlying intelligence embedded within the code. For centuries, the Archon had been studying DNA, manipulating the genetics of their own species and other life forms to enhance their physical and mental capabilities. They had been successful in creating beings that could live for millennia, that could think faster, and move with unparalleled grace. But despite their achievements, they could never create a species that had what humans had, the ability to adapt at an astonishing rate, to evolve and overcome the most impossible challenges. As the Archon's interest in Earth grew, they began monitoring humanity more closely. They watched as humans, with their primitive tools and crude technology, battled against forces far greater than themselves: diseases, natural disasters, even war. And yet, every time they were pushed to the brink of extinction, humans found a way to survive. It was as if their very DNA contained the blueprint for resilience, a blueprint that no other species seemed to possess. What the Archon discovered was a phenomenon they had never encountered before, a latent self-repairing mechanism deep within the human genome. This mechanism wasn't just about healing physical injuries, it was far more intricate, able to adapt the human body to almost any environment or threat. It was an evolutionary safeguard, one that allowed humans to push past the boundaries of their limitations, to evolve faster than any other species in the universe. The Archon was stunned. For millennia, they had studied every known life form, cataloging their abilities, understanding their weaknesses. But they had never seen anything like this before. No species, no matter how advanced, had the power to evolve so quickly, to learn and adapt at such an accelerated rate. The humans were special, dangerously so. The discovery was so profound that the Archon immediately convened an emergency council to discuss their findings. Many were curious, some were fearful, and a few were eager to exploit humanity's potential. What if they could harness this evolutionary power for their own gain? What if they could manipulate the human genome to create a new breed of super-intelligent, physically superior beings? But there was one problem. The humans were unpredictable, relentless. They had no fear of dying, no hesitation when faced with the unknown. The Archon had learned this through their observations of human history. Each time humanity faced destruction, they fought back harder, smarter, and with greater determination. The secret in their DNA was not just their ability to adapt, it was their will to survive. The council debated fiercely, unable to come to a consensus. But one thing was certain: the Archon could not leave Earth alone. They needed to understand the secret of humanity's resilience, and they needed to control it before it became too dangerous. Meanwhile, on Earth, humans were blissfully unaware of the cosmic storm brewing around them. The political leaders, scientists, and military forces on the planet were preoccupied with their own struggles: climate change, resource wars, and the rise of artificial intelligence. They had no idea that their very existence had become the focal point of an intergalactic crisis. Then, the first contact came. A massive Arkan fleet appeared at the edge of the solar system, their ships cloaked in advanced technology that made them nearly invisible to human sensors. The humans were caught off guard, unable to detect the arrival of an alien race with the power to manipulate space and time. The Arkan issued a message to Earth's leaders: "We come in peace, but we need to understand you. Your species possesses something unparalleled. Your DNA is the key to an evolutionary leap that could change the course of history. Cooperate with us, and we will ensure your survival. Resist, and we will destroy you." The message sent shockwaves through Earth's governments. Panic spread. What did the Arkan want with humanity? Was this an invasion? Or were they offering something far more sinister, a chance to merge with the Arkan, to become something greater, but at the cost of their identity? Humans, however, did what they always did when faced with overwhelming odds: they fought back. The world united in a way it never had before. Military alliances were formed, secret government agencies went into overdrive, and a global resistance movement began to take shape. The human spirit, forged through millennia of adversity, was unstoppable. In the shadows, a group of brilliant scientists uncovered the truth about the Arkan's interest in human DNA. They realized that the aliens weren't just curious, they were desperate. The Arkan knew that their own race was dying. Their genetic experiments had reached a plateau. They could no longer evolve or adapt at the same rate as humans. They needed the key hidden within human DNA to save themselves from extinction. The humans, however, were not as helpless as the Arkan had assumed. They had something the Arkan did not: a deep, unbreakable connection to their planet, their species, and each other. They had the will to survive, to resist, to fight for their future. As the two civilizations prepared for war, the humans began to unlock the secrets of their own DNA, tapping into powers they never knew they had. The Arkan, for all their advanced technology, were no match for the raw, untamed power of humanity's will to evolve and survive. In the end, it was not the Arkan's superior intellect or weaponry that won the war. It was the human spirit, their unyielding determination to protect their world, to protect themselves. The secret within their DNA was not just about adaptability. It was about the relentless pursuit of life itself, no matter the odds. The Arkan, faced with the realization that they had underestimated humanity, were forced to retreat, leaving Earth behind. The secret of human DNA remained with its creators, and the universe would never again underestimate the power of a species that had only just begun to tap into its true potential. Humanity had shown the galaxy what it meant to fight for survival, and as the stars looked on, they knew that the age of humans had only just begun.